Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Clair Obscur. As you can see, it kind of put us back like on an island we visited previously when we ended up here. I'm not really sure why it did that, but anyways, I took some notes that I want to talk about before we get started here. First of all, I learned this from the loading screen tip. I didn't realize this. I don't know if the game ever told me, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Apparently, Mael's virtuous stance triggers the additional effects of defensive stance and offensive stance. So, like if we look here, Spark, offensive stance applies 2 more burn. Apparently, virtuous stance also does that. I didn't realize that, but now we know. I'll try and keep it in mind for the future because I have not been playing around that at all. Second, I noticed something while watching someone else play, and it kind of requires us to get back to where we ended last time at that merchant. So the merchant on the beach, obviously we found 2 merchants on the beaches that were selling things that required you to find Expeditioner first. Now this merchant, I didn't remember, but when I saw someone else talk to him, I was like, oh yeah. This merchant right here has 2 things that sell or find an Expeditioner. And then a Mael thing. Now, it turns out that these 2 things are Gustav items. Or at least they were Gustav items. Maybe it's possible that they've now changed. But the fact that it now says find Expeditioner and didn't just like remove them or say they're unavailable gives some credibility to the fact that we might find Gustav again. And that he might not actually be dead. But anyways, there's that. The other merchant, I don't think had Gustav items. I'm pretty sure he had. We just legitimately have to find another Expeditioner for him. And then what else? Oh, so there was, by watching other people, I could see some of the stuff that I missed. And I feel like I've been doing a decent job, but sometimes you just miss something that like is kind of obvious. So we're gonna go find it because it's a Picto that I would very much like to have. And I just didn't see the area. So it's gonna be here in the Ancient Sanctuary on the path to the Gestural Village. There is, because I've been talking about having Energizing Start 1 and 3, but it appears that Energizing Start 2 is here. So we would very much like to have that one. Now, we need to just get to the flag, because I think we're going to want to teleport to the next flag. We just want to be in the maze. And then we go this way. We crouch down through here. And then to the right here. So I came this way multiple times. Like I forgot the item over there, but then I came back and got it. And we might as well just fight this guy. But there's just like something in the corner that I just missed. That should get us the Picto. So, do I remember how Verso works at all? Last time, obviously, Gustav died, and Verso joined our party. And then we kind of tried to build Verso. We gave him an interesting weapon that makes him start with 50% HP, but he starts at B rank of his perfection mechanic. So we probably... Oh, there's 2 enemies. I'm trying to decide because we could just like start shooting them with stuff. I think we'll take our second turn first. Oh, that just straight up kills. Ow. Too slow. So we might as well just break these things. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that if you break one, it breaks both, maybe? So I didn't have to go back and forth, possibly? We didn't quite get to B, though. So you can't take 2-second turns, as we've learned in the past, but I think this is just gonna kill, so...
Bring it on.
Okay, see... I don't think I've ever dodged or parried that death blow, like, a single time. I thought that, like, maybe you do it right as it goes slow motion, but that was not correct. So anyways, when we came here in the past, we ran around, and I think we went that way. I just didn't see this right here to climb. And this gives us Energizing Start 2. Obviously, the stats and the level are kind of bad, but that AP on the start, it'll probably cost us 10 Luminas, so that'll definitely be worth it. It's because we're already running the one that costs us 15. We just gotta master it real quick. Who has something that we could... My breaking shots, I could just get back to this whenever. I think I'm just gonna master this one real quick. Maybe I'll even like do it here. I'll run back to the flag. And then there's a few enemies around here that we can easily beat because they're low level. Wait, oh, not that way. Actually, I don't even need to go back to the flag. We'll go kill enemies first and then go back to the flag. Oh, this is where the mime was. That's not useful to us. Also, I should delete my note about that Picto now. Okay. Got rid of that.
Let's carve a path.
Oh, it actually didn't kill. Kind of surprised. So just to check for sure, I guess it won't work because he'll probably die. And then I wait too long. When it goes slow motion, I wait too long. Whatever. Maybe while we're mastering this Picto, we'll figure it out. Which, if we're gonna master Pictos, maybe I should just equip like a bunch of stuff that I don't plan on using. Like an augmented first strike and breaking counter. I just don't want to forget what I had equipped. I guess I could, if I add to favorites. Then that should make it a little bit easier. Where was the one that he was leveling up a second ago. Wasn't it level 7 or was it level 6? Wasn't any of these. I was breaking shots. That's what it was. Anything up here? I just don't know if I'm ever going to use that one, really. Gonna mark these for Lune. Although she probably doesn't want energizing. Oh, no, she does want energizing attack. Where's her last one? Down here, augmented aim. Then where's his? He has healing mark. Anything down here that I need to master? So we'll just pick up random stuff. Okay, where are the other enemies? I know there's some up here. Okay, so maybe you just have to hit either weak point a total of 3 times together. Did that one miss? So I think I need to get him to actually, like, move for it to... Oh, he's out. I kind of burned through that a little bit too quickly, huh? Whoops. Okay, we got his arm. So, just to test this for sure. Oh, that killed? Still, I can't get it. That was closer, but... I don't get it. Like, even off of the sound cues, I can't really figure it out. Can't remember what the best way to get to more enemies is. There's actually not really that many enemies in this area, huh? Still need to figure out how to get over there at some point. Here's another guy. He's moving. I feel like he's dodging it just barely. Whatever, I guess he just dies then. It wasn't perfect, but at least I dodged it this time. Okay, we learned 2 Lumina. What else? We could, I guess, work on that one. And Dead Energy, we're obviously gonna keep on just because it's our strongest Picto, but for now, swap it up. Alright, where can I find another guy? I don't think I can. I think I just gotta rest. Okay, we'll go fight, like... we'll just do a round again. Fight them, and then we'll leave. This guy starts so far away if you just run straight at him, huh?
Let's go fast.
Still wasn't perfect.
Danger.
Ah, I tried waiting slightly longer. Oh, we did just learn the energizing start. Actually, we'll just stop right there. Since we have the energizing start, we can move on to something else. And those other Pictos, I don't know, I'll equip them like one at a time to someone who doesn't need their Pictos too badly. So... oh, we need to fast travel. And then... so we could now start moving towards the next objective. Or we could explore around close to the starting continent here. Because we only explored on the right side. Could maybe go look around on the left side as well. Which is what I think we'll probably do. There's still some areas that I haven't been to. A lot of them are danger areas. But I don't want to like get all caught up in exploring a whole bunch of areas. A whole bunch of side areas right now. Let's fix everyone's Pictos real quick. What, did you have augmented counter? Who had augmented? You had augmented first strike. And then I can't remember. I think that was Verso who had that one. You probably had breaking counter. So we really don't need Dodger. This costs 10, which is what we expected. We should probably favorite it. There's no way I'm gonna get to 10 right now, huh? I'd have to go camp first. Which we probably will do. Also, how good is breaking shots? I mean, I feel like free aim just doesn't do that much break damage to begin with, so I don't know if that's any good or not. So yeah, we're gonna need 8 points on my L. Get back to the Pictos here. Don't need this. So you had augmented counter. What else did he have? Oh, he had Healing Mark, and then the last one was just kind of a wild card. So he could, in theory, run Energizing Start for now, but... I guess we could just use him to master some other Pictos that we don't have mastered yet. Work on that one. He's got a lot of health and defense already. Wait, I just didn't equip anything new onto Lune. Yeah, I guess I forgot, huh? Alright, fair enough. So Lune also needs 8. And Verso needs 10. But Verso already has the most. What am I doing? Why do you have so many points used? Because he has Breaker. And Energizing Start 3. I feel like he'd rather have Energizing Start 2 than Breaker. So we need 8 and 8, and then we'll figure out CL if she gets added back to the party. So where exactly are we trying to go? I don't know if we can leave from this beach over here. So we might just go to this beach and then go up and around. I guess I should go to camp now before I forget. We did also...
I could say the same for you, you giant.
We did learn that there's, like, relationships, at least between Verso and Esquier so far. I have no idea what that does for us. It seems to be all the same conversations and stuff. Yeah, I have no idea what the relationships do, what the function of them is. I don't even know where you find them. Like, maybe the journal's just all this stuff. So, I don't even know where I would check what relationships we have. Maybe under Verso? I don't see anything here. I don't need to upgrade any weapons, I believe. Oh, I was considering... I guess I'm not using her right now, so it's not a big deal. I kind of want to find a better weapon for her. Like, these are okay, but I feel like there's got to be something better. We still can't get anything to 10. Now, should I start running this for Lune? Because we did talk about longer fights. The ice skills costing less is going to be better than the fire skills costing less. I guess the disadvantage is this weapon is going to do more damage because it actually has an agility scaling. Yeah. And it's quite a bit too, right? We're getting 60 or 59 more damage from using that. So you need 8. And you need 8. And then we can now have there. Oh, she doesn't actually have energizing start 3? Uh-oh. I did not realize. She doesn't really need energizing break. Like I'm using Mael to break, not her. Mostly. Like energizing break can be nice, but it's kind of more of a luxury thing. And then like she doesn't basic attack like almost ever. So surely I don't need that. Again, if she doesn't basic attack, she doesn't need that. She also isn't killing that much, but she is our free aimer, and free aimers tend to pick up kills on flyers, which makes dead energy nice. And also that then it would make sense to run both dead energies. And rewarding mark works really well with marking shots. I think we just get her another Lumina point, so she can also have energizing start 3. And then we'll add in the other stuff later. You now get to have energizing start 2. So we have all 3 energizing starts on everybody now. Granted, is someone actually using one of them as a Picto? No. Okay, so yeah, everyone's spending, how much is that, 30 Lumina points to have 3 extra AP at the start of the battle. Although, is CL using one? Yeah, CL's using the 3. Maybe I should make sure that she has 2 as well. Because later I'll like equip her and then I'll forget that she doesn't have it. Rewarding shots, or rewarding mark and marking shots is good together. I mean, that's a luxury thing. Critical burn is also a luxury thing for her. And then, I don't know. Just take breaking shot. I use dodges so little that breaking shots is probably better than dodges on her. So that does remind me, I didn't... Oh, she does have both dead energies because she's using one of them as a Picto. Right. It's kind of a low value Picto, Besides the fact that it's level 15 and gives us a bunch of stats right now. Once it gets outscaled, it's a lot more efficient to run the... to just run the Lumina instead of the Picto, but... Oh, we can write in the journal of Gustav? I didn't realize that. Oh, Mael writes in it. Yeah, because Verso gave it to her in the last episode. Okay, go to sleep. Oh, so there was another thing that I was kind of thinking of because when we learned that Renoir is deciding to stop people from killing the Paintress because he thinks he'll lose his immortality, I'm kind of curious how that whole situation went down to begin with. Because if you think about it, both Verso and Renoir were on that expedition, and it was Expedition Zero, so the circumstances are a little bit different. Like, if you think about the new expeditions, like Expedition 33, for example, everyone except, like, Mael is 1 year away from death, right? So their circumstances are a little bit different than Expedition Zero, where Expedition Zero, most of them, like, you're not sending out 99-year-olds to go fight in Expedition Zero. It's probably mostly people who are middle-aged, which I think Verso said he would be about 100 now. So he probably left when he was like 33-ish. And Renoir, on the other hand, is like 50 to 60, but it seems like his age is frozen in time. So he probably left when he was 50 or 60. So he would have still had 25 years before anything would happen. Oh, I already bought all these. Okay. Before anything would happen to him. But my question is more like, how did he figure out he's immortal, right? Because if you were in Expedition 33 and a year passed and you couldn't get to the Paintress and then you were supposed to die, then it would only take you a year to figure out that you weren't going to die, right? But Renoir, if he's got 25 years left, you're telling me that he spent 25 years here before he figured out that he was immortal? Like, he would have had to have figured out he was immortal quicker than that somehow. And I don't know how he would have figured out he was immortal, because I assume he's not immune to being killed. I assume he's just immune to dying of natural causes. Or to dying, I guess, of the Gomage. Maybe natural causes as well, because his age seems to be... So, like, even, like, best case scenario, it would take you maybe, like, 5-10 years to figure out that you're no longer aging? Like, how do you figure that out? So, yeah, I just had a question of, like, how did Renoir even come to the conclusion that he was immortal? Which Verso obviously did too. And how did they... Like, that means they would have spent years and years and years here without beating the Paintress. So, it's just like, how does something like that happen? Like, it's not going to take us a year to get to the Paintress, most likely. So that means that Renoir would have made it to the Paintress fairly quickly, probably. Well, maybe not, because Expedition Zero... Obviously, all the other expeditions have helped our expedition in some way to make it go along more smoothly. So, I mean, maybe it did take them, like, years and years to actually get to the Paintress. White Tree. This seems like it's just going to be a loot area, so we'll probably just, like, pop in here real quick. Yeah, maybe it did take them a long, long time to get there. Ooh, one of these guys. This guy was not super obvious. It makes me wonder if I've accidentally missed some of these guys. So there's another one. We'll have to make sure we go talk to Sastra the next time we camp. New Picto, level 7, so it's within our level 1 healing. An ally, also heal yourself for 50% of that. It's... oh my gosh. Uh-oh. We gotta... So the weird thing about Esquier is if you're too close to something, like you can't mount onto him, which makes sense. But if you're too close to something, you also can't dismount. And for some reason, it let me walk over this rock and then get stuck on the other side, and I could no longer walk out, and I thought there wasn't going to be enough room for me to actually be able to dismount. So, I mean, we do know that if you reload your save, it, like, puts you at a checkpoint now from starting this episode. So I guess that's how you would unstuck yourself, hopefully. I do see another dive point over there. It's got, like, the bubbles coming up. So maybe I'll write that one down real quick. Well, was this called White Woods or White Forest? I don't remember. Oh, it's White Tree. Not even close. Okay. Well, it's kind of close, just not the right not the right concept. Sorry, I got confused because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was an archetype that, when it was translated from Japanese, was originally called White Woods, which is, like, you know, it's alliteration, so it could be the name of the archetype. But then for some reason, when they actually made it in English, they decided to call it White Forest. Which, I think White Woods just sounds better, but whatever. Okay, yeah, it's another one of these, like, weird camera angle loot areas, except it also has a journal.
What have we here?
And music. I'm always, like, trying to figure out if there's a secret in these areas. Because you can't see everything, right? You're at a locked angle. So you don't know exactly where your character can go.
Isabel of 36. Winter souls drift through the night.
They actually made it pretty far for an expedition 3 years ago.
Veil, whose snowy shrouds hold tight the hope I'd whispered once, long ago. Golden folds adorn the stems, a maze our eyes back to follow, a meditation of winding curves. Deep they flow to center, where lie the edges of another verse, another maze of golden stems and shadows. A sea of pebbles shifting, a wave, a wave, a wave of rock and sand. As sand falls upon our heads, and our heads sink beneath the waves. Along the darkened shores we sink, a pebble in the sea. The rising wind rolls through fragrant stalks of feathergrass. Their delicate aroma, a balm, their gentle susurrus, a lullaby for my aching heart.
She just wrote 4 poems, huh?
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because obviously Verso made friends with Esquier. I don't know if every expedition, probably not every expedition, actually met Esquier. He said he hadn't seen humans for like 3 years or so. Or he hadn't seen Verso for 3 years. I can't remember how long he said it had been since he saw humans. So the last few expeditions probably didn't see Esquier. But maybe this expedition, because it'd be 3 years ago, did meet Esquier. Now, in theory, they could have also used their boat if they knew where they were going. The problem is everyone seems to land around here, right? Like along this shore. Because it's the closest and most obvious thing to land to. So then if you went back to your boat, you'd have to actually go all the way around here. And if you went around this way, then you'd just be doomed because it doesn't appear that there's a path to get around this way. So you'd have to know to go around this way to get the boat. And I don't even know, like, if it actually gets in here or not. It doesn't look like it does. So maybe there is no good way to actually get a boat into this area. Unless you brought, like, smaller boats or something. Because it's not going to be very practical to carry even your boat just across this small little spot. So, yeah, I assume that anyone who made it across any substantial amount of water made good progress and probably met Esquier. Although you could claim that someone could swim that. I don't know how far that's supposed to be in, like, actual distance. Like, I think your average person could probably swim that if it was, like, of comparable size to what these people look like. Right? If they were that big, you could swim that pretty easily. So, let's go southwest first. And there's some enemies on that beach over there. Okay, so here's a dive spot. We obviously cannot do yet. Here's a beach with what looks like an enemy. Yes, you did. So the last story thing we did is we just watched Gustav die, and now we have Verso. I still can't believe they killed Gustav, and so far, I'm not convinced that he won't be back. There's a lot of things in the game that tell me that he might be back. Now, they could just be tricking me, but yeah. Yeah, that was the end of Act 1. Correct. Okay, this guy's chromatic. He's chromatic jar, just like that guy that we saw earlier. I have no idea how strong this guy's gonna be. What are we gonna do? Probably just immolate. Okay, he is weak to fire. Did not do very much damage. Oh, it was a jump? Are you kidding me? He, like, shakes his arms around. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna hit the ground, obviously. And then all of a sudden the game's like, by the way, it's a jump. You're dead. So yeah, he seemed a little bit strong. Is it feasible that we kill him? Yes, I'm just not really in the market for... Well, if it's just a jump, like, we could do a jump. Jumps are the easiest mechanic. I find it hard to believe that he's only gonna have jumps. We'll try one more time, now that I know it's a jump. So is there anything else here? There is an item. You think I... Can I shoot? I'm not allowed to shoot on the overworld. Okay, so he's not actually aggro, huh?
Interesting.
I mean, he's aware that I'm here, but he's not, like, pissed that I'm here. Oh, I just walked into it? I didn't even think I was close enough yet. But it ends up with the same turn order, actually, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I pressed it too early.
Take cover.
Oh, this time... Oh! 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 Well, yeah, of course you could beat any enemy. It's just like, I don't want to have to perfectly do, like, a 30-minute fight, right? I'm not really in it for that. Can we shoot this thing? I mean, we can't shoot it. He's also weak to ice? Interesting. Okay, I think we're gonna wait, hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to just blitz because it's free.
Let's go faster. Might hurt.
Well, I guess it's not technically free. I just get an extra turn, and it really doesn't cost me any AP. Okay, and then she gets a turn. Although I lost Virtuous Stance, which sucks really bad. I can just get it back. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing this right now. It's like... It's really annoying to learn a fight when you have zero forgiveness, right? Because it means you gotta restart every single time you make one mistake. So yeah, I'm not fighting that guy. Oh, it did spawn us here, which is... I guess if I'm gonna fight him in the future, I should remember to, like, hang out... Oh, no, but I can't pick up the item again. I think the only reason it did that was because I picked up the item. I should remember that in the future. If there's a tough enemy, and there's an item next to him, and if it's purple, it's usually just the color of Lumina anyways, I should leave the item next to him, so when I actually do want to fight him, I'd pick up the item so it creates an autosave there. So let me write this guy down. Okay, we'll come back to this guy later. So, right now I'm just gonna, like, fly along this coast here. And it seems like we'll be able... I saw an enemy on, like, this beach or something, or maybe it was this beach. We'll check out there, and then maybe we'll get back on the main path. I mean, these guys are basic enemies that we've seen before. They're guarding a Picto, so I want it.
Ready to strike.
Why is Mael getting 2 turns? Is she that much faster? Okay, we do good damage to these guys. You think Blitz kills this guy?
Let's go faster.
Yes, yes it does. And shoot, Do I actually have... I surely have, Now I can't remember what the Lumina is called. The one that gives him dead energy. The one that gives him AP back on kill. Surely I have that, so...
Here we go.
Okay, I've been trying to test this stupid,
Blades. On me.
tip. Okay, it does work. Virtuous Stance does apply the bonuses for the other stances. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the tip wasn't lying to me. Anyways, you're dead. You're not dead. Lune does no damage. Okay, fair enough.
On fire.
We got a weapon level up, but not a weapon we care about. Did get 3 levels. Let's grab this Picto.
Good stuff.
On healing an ally, also give 2 AP. We already had one that was kind of like that, right? It was on healing, like, give 1 AP, though? Oh, no, I'd rather see Pictos, not... Where would it be? I don't remember at all what level it was. I didn't see anything that said heal. I don't see it. I guess it's not that important. So can we go this way? Alright, there is no way here. I see.
Time for swim.
Alright. So this is going to lead to this area with this giant sea. I don't know what that means. There's also an area there. Oh, and I don't know if you saw this, but for some reason there's just these random areas in the fog that are already revealed. Super far away. I don't know if it's because, like, some information that we know tells us they're there. Because I guess there are some certain aspects of our mission that were planned out before we got here. Like meeting at the indigo tree at the beginning was a big one. Okay, I'm now seeing that I don't think we can progress. Are these all expedition ships? I guess maybe some expeditions started in different spots. How'd they even get a boat here? Okay, so there's a cliff here. Seems like we can't even get up here right now.
Swimsuit on.
There's a big guy over there. Yeah, I don't know how to get up there. That guy in the water? Do we fight him in the water, or how does that work?
That's the swimmer.
A merchant. We got a skirt for Lune, haircut for Mael, and an outfit for Mael. Sure, we'll buy it so I don't have to come back to this guy. We got plenty of chroma. I do know that there's a place that I kind of skipped where we can use chroma. What the heck? I didn't even see an item there. I guess it was inside those things. But there is a spot where we can use chroma. But we don't have enough chroma right now to bother going there. And I don't actually know what you get. I just know you can use a bunch of chroma there. So we'll go there when we have like a few 100,000 chroma.
Time for swim.
I guess we should check out the things that we bought, huh? Hey, it looks alright. I still just like the Expeditioner's outfits, though. I think I'll use it, but I am actually going to change that setting to make it so they don't have the outfits in cutscenes. I don't like that outfit at all, though. Which one was the one? We had the double braid one on. Let's do that setting. We'll disable you. Until we get, like, if we got, like, the expedition uniforms that Gustav had, the white ones, then maybe I'll turn it back on. Because that one, like, thematically didn't really mess anything up. And it just looked cool. Ah, maybe I do go over to this guy. Oh, there's a beach here as well. Is he walking around? There's another jar. Is this an area? Oh, it's an entrance to the mansion. Interesting. Let's fight these guys real quick. Oh. Missed.
Ready to strike.
Oh wait, no, I should not do that. I for some reason every time I start this game up, I always just wiped from my mind the fact that flying enemies dodge things besides aim shots.
Let's carve a path.
Ah, that didn't kill him. Guess we'll just paradigm shift. He resists that? I do feel like I need something better for Lune to do turn 1. But unfortunately, like, immolation is kind of necessary for Mael to work and for Lune to thermal transfer. So unless I could get a good way, like, maybe burning shots again, but that uses a lot of AP because you only have a 20% chance to actually burn with that. Like, I just don't know what to do with Lune in a situation like this. Like, what is my most powerful move? I guess Thunderfall? I can't believe I'm 1 AP away from being able to just Typhoon turn 1. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what the heck? It's like, why are there all these swords? There's so many... There's so many crazy areas in this game. Like, they really took advantage of the fact that they were like, okay, we have this event that we called the Fracture, where literally, like, reality broke. And now we're gonna make a world based around the fact that reality is broken.
Swimsuit on.
Why does SKA swim so much faster than he runs? Like, can we get a faster sprint for SKA? Alright, let's check out this part of the mansion. Oh, there is... I did take a note. There was a secret passage in the mansion that I missed. I didn't investigate the walls enough, which you can't really blame me for that one. If I had found one, maybe I would have been able to find them, but I would have had to, like, smash my face on the wall throughout the mansion. The manor. I keep calling it the mansion. Which way actually opens? This. Oh, this connects to the kitchen, right? So this was the locked door that we couldn't figure out that went to down here. Yes. So... Wait, wasn't there another closed door? No, okay, this was the closed door. This is what okay. I was in the wrong room. Just got confused. This door opens as well. Okay, so this is the other side. Gotcha. Why even make it loop all the way? Whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. So I should, like, investigate the walls. I don't want to get, like, too crazy. I don't want to spend, like, an hour in every single room just trying to make sure I don't miss an interactable. Item up there. And it's like, right when I start, like, smashing my face into the wall to make sure I don't miss stuff, then there'll be stuff in the middle of the room. We flipped that pile of books upside down, so it's now in the floor. I like how all the other piles of books, they made it so they, like, break apart when you run into them. But that pile of books, like, stayed solid the entire time. Can we aim here? We can. Anything to do with this globe? Oh, wait. Was that something? There's, like, a blue light there. Kinda looks like a picto, but I don't think it is. So far, we've been able to look out the window in that one room that had an outfit for Mael. This is a crazy library. Imagine actually having this library, like... How are you supposed to get to something? Like, there's no way they're expecting you to, like, jump up on top of that just to grab those books. But I don't see any, like, ladders. Like, libraries a lot of times have ladders. Oh, I can jump. Oh, you're supposed to jump. Of course. Don't sprint jump. I forgot I could jump in this area. Because we can't jump in the overworld. So it just slipped my mind that it was a possibility. But yeah, I saw these and I was like, they very oddly look like you could jump across them.
Interesting.
Upgrade the energy tint. Why does this bookshelf seem so suspicious? Like it's a doorway or something.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was literally just for that energy tint, but it still seems suspicious. Maybe it'll open up later. Because that's what this manor seems to be. Just lots of stuff that opens up later. Oop. Okay, well, a bookshelf did open up. It wasn't that one. Oh, okay. Why could I just walk up that chair I guess I walked up this bench next to the chair. Fair enough. But still. Like, half the time I'm getting stuck on, like, rocks out in the open, but I try and walk at a bench and I just fly over the railing. Is that a higher rarity? Or is that the orange rarity? In this light, it looks all weird. I can't tell if it's a higher rarity than the normal orange items we've found. Maybe it's always been red? Oh, another stack of books that doesn't break. Well. An outfit for Verso. I guess it makes sense because you could not get here without being able to swim on Esquier. So it makes sense that from now on we could start finding stuff for Verso. Looks kind of bad though, not gonna lie. Also another thing, because we were talking about like how long Renoir and Verso have been here. Verso's expedition uniform would be like 67 years old. Like, it looks pretty tattered, but like, who has an outfit that's 67 years old? Like, that thing would probably be turned into dust already, right? It's amazing that he even has it at all anymore. I actually don't know how quickly clothes ages. But it seems like someone who's in combat regularly probably would not be able to maintain their outfit for 67 years. Anyways, so let's go do the secret passage in the mansion that I was talking about. I don't know any more than that. I just saw someone like start hitting switches in this room and I was like, oh, I didn't even find those switches. Here's one. So the thing that opens is that thing over there. Is this a different song? It doesn't sound like... I don't remember that song. Like a cloth thing, huh? Okay, I don't remember where they all are. I just know they're in this room. Here's one. I think there was 4 or 5 of them. Songs... see, yes, but I don't think they actually change if you change characters. Oh, maybe they do. Ah, I guess they do. Okay, that makes sense. For some reason, I thought I tried it and it didn't change. Maybe Gustav didn't have a unique one or something. Maybe his just like happened to be the same as Mael's. Or maybe he did and I'm just stupid and didn't realize. Okay, so I think we hit all the other switches except the one that actually moves this thing. Yes. So there was like a grate here that kind of like slowly opened as we hit those other switches. I didn't realize we had to hit them, like it wouldn't be obvious that that's what was happening if we didn't hit them in a specific order. So I don't really know what to do with this room. But now we have this room. I think there's an item. I heard an item. Oh, it's right here.
Nice.
Oh, it's music. So yeah, I don't know if this is just for that music or if there's something else to do with this room. That's as far as I know. What the heck is this? It's a barred door? It's kind of weird. And then the only other thing that I know about in the mansion By the way, how much? We're fine on health. The only other thing that I saw someone else do, but it didn't actually accomplish anything, is I didn't realize you could interact with this painting. It just says the frame is empty. I don't know what to do. I assume that's for later. But that appears to be like the only empty frame. So anyways, back out into the wild. I was just thinking about the piano thing again, though. It is kind of clever to make it so the player has to, like, mash the button. Because a lot of games are like, oh, if you press on the piano, then it starts, like, a cutscene where your character plays the piano, but now you're locked into this cutscene where you have to play the piano, and you have to watch for a certain amount of time. But this one's clever because, first of all, you could kind of mess with it by messing with the speed of what the notes are played at, so it's kind of more fun and interactive, but also it makes it so if you're just not interested at all, you can just immediately stop and walk away. So there's something interesting over there, huh? That would be right here. I want to check out this big guy and then check out that other thing. I don't know if this big guy is going to try and kill me, if he's going to be like a friend. Just have no clue. And I don't know how to get to this. It looks like the place from Archer's ultimate attack. Okay, where would this thing be? A little bit south.
Fastest swimmer.
And it's like, right, maybe here? Doesn't appear I can do anything at the moment. Does breaking 100% crit chance do anything for you? Like, some games when you break 100% crit chance, it starts to, like, improve your crit damage or something, but I don't actually know if it does anything in this game or not. Alright, mister. Oh, it's a fight. Okay. I imagine this guy's just gonna murder me. His name is Sprong. Well, let's see what's going on here. Yep, that's not looking good. Oh, okay. Pressed the button too early. Not even gonna bother. I mean, yeah, Warframe does like you get a chance at double crits, but a lot of games will just be like, oh, for every 1% you're above, or like for every 2% you're above 100% crit rate, you get like 1% crit damage or something like that. Yeah. The second I saw how much damage I did to him, which was his health bar literally didn't even move when I hit him, I kind of had already given up. So, I guess I'll write that guy down too, but he's pretty obvious. Also, I guess this is a fair question to ask. Is there anything that, like a map or something that I'll get in the late game that will make me aware of the things that I missed? Because right now I'm just, like, writing down stuff that's too difficult or I don't want to do at the moment. But it would be nice if there was, like, a map that's, like, when I hover over this area, it's like, oh, you haven't gotten everything in this area, or there's like those blue rocks that I still don't know if you can break, but I assume you have to be able to break. Is there gonna be like something that's like, oh, there's still one blue rock in this area or something like that? Because that would be useful. So where should I go next? I kind of skipped this part. I kind of want to... How does the fog on the map work? Like, why is this fog still there? I guess we'll deal with it later when I go back to that area, but... The map you have now is the only map you get. Okay, well... So I guess I'll just keep writing stuff down that I want to go to. And, like, some of these areas, like... This one, for instance... Once you go to it, it says the name of the area above its head, so I specifically didn't go to this area, just so it wouldn't have the name above its head, so I'd know I have to go back there. Like this one, too. Because the enemies right outside here, like, were a little bit too tough. I probably could have done it, but they were a little bit tough, so I figured I didn't want to go in that area quite yet. Well, let's start by trying to go here. And I don't even know where this is. Like, I couldn't figure this out. I didn't see it. We went right past there. We'll go here, then we'll head to this island, and then we'll make our way to the objective as we reveal more of the map. There's a flying pink whale up there, but we talked about him before. Also, did you do this where after you came out... Is this the right area? Yeah, it is. Did you go back into the Stonewave Cliffs after you came out? Because you end up right after where you fought the boss, and there's like a Picto there. And I think where the boss was now has like a color of Lumina or something at it.
Time for swim.
So you got stuff for going straight back to it. Okay, there's this beach. Obviously, these areas seem like you can go to them because they have like beaches and stuff. But, seems like somewhere up here you might be able to go back down or get on land and then come across. For now, we're not going to do that. I just want to like go along the edge here.
That's the swimmer.
Okay, there's a blue rock here. Braid for Lune. Oh, that hairstyle looks terrible, but I'll get it. The curly one. I feel like the curly one's gonna look terrible. Yeah. Alright, what about Lune here? I feel like it doesn't really fit her, but I guess I can't see the back. Like, it's okay. I kind of just like her basic hairstyle. So, we got a blue rock.
Nice.
Wait. So I did theorize that some of the blue rocks had items in them, and that maybe you could, if you could somehow get close enough to the blue rock, you'd be able to grab the items without smashing the rock.
Fast as ball.
I guess this one, if you are in Esquier, he could get you just close enough to pick the item out of the rock. But I couldn't do it when we were in a map. So Esquier must be the only way to make it happen, and it might only be specific rocks that you can make it happen with. Stone Wave Cliffs Cave. I mean, I guess since it's named the same thing, except it's the caves, I'll... Oh, now it revealed this whole area to us. Well, given that it's a cave, I'm gonna guess that it might pop us out somewhere in this area. We'll see what we're talking about level-wise. Like, if this is too high level, then we won't do it right now. You're not supposed to be able to grab the items out of the rocks? Well, because, like, I saw a different rock when you're in the water area. I saw a rock, and you could, like, climb on top of the rock a little bit. So I was like, sure. And I could hear an item inside of it. So I was thinking, surely if I could somehow get close enough to the item, I could maybe just grab it. But I couldn't figure out how to do it as the people. But I guess as Eskia, it might be possible on some of the rocks. Why is there all these tools here? Just lots and lots of tools. Okay, it's pretty linear to this flag. Is this area too tough for me, or should I be fine here? She's not quite at 60 yet. He's at 60. He's got so much defense and so much health. Yeah, just get more luck. And then Mael, really the only reason I've been getting defense on her is because it's her best weapon scaling, and I think I'm going to use this weapon forever. Maybe not, but... Well, I guess I could always just reset her attributes if I didn't like what was happening. But getting her to 50% crit would be cool as well. And it does give more speed. Oh, this gives crit too. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, what was I doing with you? I was going for Terra Quake. So we're not enough. And with you, I wanted either Endbringer or Phantom Stars. I think I'm going for Endbringer first. Because leadership, I can't even get the extra AP from it because I start at B rank. I guess if I get hit, maybe I could drop down to C rank, but that's not really reliable. What am I doing with you? I'm going for this. Sword Ballet. I need 2 more points for that. Any grapple points that aren't immediately in front of me? I see an enemy. It might just literally be that guy. Ooh. It's a candy.
Nice.
Trying to make sure we don't miss anything, but... Another piece of candy. And 2 pads.
Interesting.
And we found like what, almost 100 color of Lumina at this point. It can't be that interesting anymore, Lune. Like, come on. So he's guarding a Picto. Maybe 2 Picto? No, a Journal and a Picto. I can grapple there. Let's go the other path first. The rope. Oh, it's gonna be one of these things, huh? Where is it? Right there. Oh, the path does go further. Wait, no, is that where we came from? Yeah, I think we came from up there. You can only hold 99? Oh, okay, fair enough. I have been using them somewhat. I'm mostly hoarding them, but we're using them enough that that's not an issue at the moment, but it's good that you brought that up. Get rid of all these. Yeah, I currently have 48, so we're not in immediate danger of that happening, but I will make sure to try and use them more often so that does not happen. What? How did that not? I swear I was aimed at it when I shot.
Good stuff.
Extra chroma elixir. I feel like I hardly ever use chroma elixirs, but maybe as we get further in the game, there'll be areas where there's more enemies between flags and stuff. So this seems to be it up here. Alright, let's see how strong this enemy is. He's the only enemy that's been here. Oh, and I guess he's at the end of an area. I assume if we could make it through that portal, then we're on the other side of these caves. Like what I was looking at on the map. Okay, he doesn't appear to be a mandatory fight. Because it's not like a cutscene. Actually, he kind of just lets me walk past him, huh?
Useful.
50% increased damage if exhausted. Huh. Well, considering the Picto was level 8, that tells me that this guy should be within my level range. Chromatic Hexka. Okay. What do I even do with Lune's turn here? I don't have a way to apply Defenseless with Lune. I think I'm just gonna auto attack. Well, actually, I don't even need to auto attack here. But I will anyways. Okay, he takes a reasonable amount of damage. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna immolate, light them on fire, and then after we take damage, I'm gonna Typhoon. That way, Mael can get back into Virtuous Stance on her turn. He powers up.
Ready to strike.
Can I attack that or not? I can't really tell. Also, this nerd put more shield on. What the heck, man? Oh, do you not have rewarding mark? Or maybe you can't pop the mark with the, when there's a shield. Maybe that's what it is.
Let's go faster.
Yeah, I just couldn't pop the mark while there was a shield. Okay, that's good information to know. I couldn't quite get to... Oh, I guess I wouldn't have had enough AP anyways for Light Holder. You didn't like the gimmick? Well, I haven't figured out what the gimmick is yet. What should I do? Smael's in offensive stance. She's not in virtuous, so... Doesn't help that much to marking shot here. I should probably just try and get my AP back a little bit. Gets me into A as well, so I could start using Light Holder to just print AP. Oh, also, I meant to ask you, because the last, like, main boss that we fought in the Stone Wave Cliffs, he felt a little bit easy to me. So what difficulty are you playing on? I was wondering if I should up it from the normal difficulty. Because that boss, like, I had to fight him twice because the game crashed after I killed him the first time. But the first time I killed him, I accidentally messed up his mechanic with shooting the lanterns because I wasn't paying attention to which lantern to shoot first. But I still killed him before he even did the move. So it didn't end up mattering that I didn't know the mechanic. And the second time was just easy because I knew the mechanic. But I don't know if I should up the difficulty a little bit so I actually have to deal with some of the mechanics. I just don't want it to be like, because we keep running into these enemies that just one-shot you. You're just on the normal difficulty. I just really do not want to fight enemies that just one-shot you, and if you make that boss just isn't very hard. Yeah, I guess, hopefully that's just it, because I don't want to run into enemies that just one-shot you, and if you make one mistake, you just gotta restart over and over. That seems a little bit annoying. I'd rather, like, have it be a hard and long, hard fight that might take a little bit to do the fight, but I don't want to just have to keep restarting after a single mistake.
The storm is coming.
Okay. Then I will leave it on this difficulty. So he didn't actually hit me because he just powered himself up. I could still Typhoon just to get Verso back his health since he starts with 50% HP. And then I'll still be able to Thermal Transfer next turn, I think. I don't know how long Burn lasts. I assume it lasts 3 turns, so I should have at least a turn where I can Thermal Transfer. And that way we'll just have Typhoon going.
The eternity of ice.
Harry!
Okay, why'd she say parry it? There was nothing to parry, Mael. So I'm kind of confused. He keeps powering stuff up. I don't know if I'm supposed to be hitting this crystal. But he keeps getting a whole bunch of shield, which is really annoying because Verso keeps going right before Mael. Okay, as long as I have 4 AP left, though, I could... A light holder... But light holder really just... It's like -1 AP to use it. Which is fine if I'm just trying to get perfection ranks. I don't really think I'm trying to get perfection ranks right now. Well, this is a 5-hit combo. It would break all of his shields. But then I don't get to marking shot, which I kind of wanted to marking shot. I could poke 4 times, then marking shot to let Mael do a ton of damage. But then I have no AP and I have to paradigm shift next turn. So I might just be better off using light holder to break all the shields for Mael. I need to get other characters the ability to apply defenseless. Because it would make Mael's turn so much better if I could apply defenseless and then have her use breaking rules on a defenseless target. The only problem with breaking rules is it doesn't end you in virtuous stance, it ends you in offensive stance, but... I think I'm gonna light holder.
Your existence ends
Time to hit big.
Okay, I doubt that I could break him with a Fleuret Fury. But it's probably our best way to do some break damage. It really didn't do very much, huh? I have to say, I don't really understand what causes break damage. So I don't really have the AP, but part of me wants to try shooting these crystals. I think I need to thermal transfer, though, so I have AP. What? Ah. Why did he say a shielded power like, he didn't have any shields, so I assume that was as weak as it could be? So what do I want to do here? I could poke, use per se. He's not on fire anymore. Or I could breaking rules, but then I'm in offensive stance. Could also poke. Well, offensive switch also ends me in offensive stance. But he's applying shield like every turn, so having defenseless on him would probably be a good play. I don't know if I can hit weak points. I don't even know if it's a weak point, but I don't know if I'm allowed to hit weak points while he's shielded.
Let's carve a path.
Okay, she has a bit of AP here. She's got a lot of stains, but not really the right stains. I could Ice Lance to slow him down. But it would consume my light stain, which I don't particularly want it to do. I guess it would give me another light stain though, so it's not a huge deal. I should still have one more turn of Typhoon, right? I believe.
Spill some ink.
You didn't get shields this time? What do you mean? The one time I actually set up defenseless so I could breaking the rules was the second turn? And he doesn't do the thing? You freaking nerd. Well, now I guess I light him on fire?
Chroma is flowing.
Okay, I have 3 ice stains and a single light stain. Great stuff. Just thermal transfer me. Wait, did that not deal damage? Hold on a second. I don't know if that did anything. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, hit these crystals. That's the one thing about the weak points in this game. If they require multiple hits, I feel like there's not an adequate reaction. I don't want to use any more AP because I'd rather just light hold her. But I guess Paradigm Shift is probably better for AP anyways. Well, I should probably just figure it out. He's marked. Oh, you have to hit the crystals to lower their power?
I would have lived.
Oh. That means this is gonna cost a lot of AP, huh? Wow, you got like nothing you can do right now. I don't know how my L ran out of AP, but it happened. I guess I don't have CL anymore, who is just donating AP to my L. Do I press the offensive switch button or do I just auto attack? I don't really want to be stanceless. Do you happen to know if switching from A stance to stanceless counts as switching stances for the sake of getting an AP back? I think it does. But I'd just be better off pressing offensive switch here. It does not? But switching from stanceless to a stance does, I'm pretty sure.
Watch out.
Let's keep going.
Are you kidding me?
Ready to strike.
Oh my gosh. We're in S now. Okay, fair enough.
I won't lose again.
I need to somehow get to Fleur Fury, but it's really tough to get that much AP. I guess I could, in theory, break him with Rock Slide. I just have no bearing as to how much break damage Rock Slide does. So I don't really want to use it right now. I think I just Thermal Transfer, try and get enough for Typhoon.
Brace yourselves.
The timing of those hits is so obnoxious.
Finesse and grace.
And now, like, I don't want to waste AP with my L because I need her AP. He is still defenseless. So I could get the second turn here.
Take down that shield.
Really? It's 3 hits? Oh my gosh. That's terrible news. So now I have to auto attack. Oh no. I just shouldn't have done the last hit, I guess. I should have just done a move that does no damage.
I think I'll improvise.
Wait, how did I go to defensive stance? I thought basic attacks put you stanceless. Do they not? Was I wrong about that? Anyways, Verso's going to die. What's the play here? He has no AP. I hate when the bar for the break bar is in the sky, so you can't see where it ends. I can kind of see it. So what if you're in virtuous stance and you basic attack? What happens then? I didn't realize that I thought basic attacks always put you stanceless. So I guess that makes sense why stanceless would not give you an AP back, because you're just switching to the same stance in theory and then becoming stanceless. Oh, a basic attack in virtuous stance leaves you stanceless. Okay, that's maybe my only test case, which is why I thought that was how it worked. Okay, are you just typhooning?
Brace yourselves.
I hate you.
Let's spill some ink.
And now he's not defenseless anymore. Oh my goodness. She does have 2 turns before he gets to go, though.
the ink flow.
Okay, you need to revive Verso.
Let's spill some ink.
I'm pretty sure I break you here, right? If I don't, then we have big problems. I can't afford to use 6 AP and not break you here. I used 6 AP and didn't break him. I can't do this guy's attacks. They don't... Like, the sounds are completely off. Unless I'm just crazy. It doesn't feel doable.
I won't disappoint.
Okay, what do I need to do? I need to immolate.
Feel the burn.
Finesse and grace.
Okay, what if I'm stanceless and I basic attack? Am I still stanceless after that? I'm gonna offensive switch though. Hey, I actually blocked something.
Let's cover path.
Okay. I need to break his stupid crystal thing. Really? How many hits are we looking at here, buddy? Okay, now he can be broken. Okay, yeah, I did see that there was a weapon when you basic attack, or when you end in stanceless, you like automatically switch to defensive stance or something like that. Alright, what are you doing? I don't really know if I want to, like, put more shots into the crystal or not, right? Because obviously the crystal has a lower level than this. But 2 shots is not going to be enough to lower its level. And I don't know if I actually get a benefit out of putting 2 more shots into it. But it did seem like he had, like, a higher level red crystal. So I had to shoot it more to get it back down to yellow again. So maybe it does matter if I just put, like, some random shots into it. Ooh, and if I get a mark, then we get even more. Okay, we actually did lower its level. Now I can thermal transfer. Alright, so the only... Oh, I don't have enough AP anyway, so it doesn't matter. We need to get you into virtuous stance then.
From fire.
Wait, you just went straight to red again? Why the heck did I even bother getting it to green? Okay, so, but we did learn that shooting it while he's shielded does count. Now he's marked. Wait, why didn't I get AP back for hitting the mark? Because it didn't do damage, or what are we talking about here? He could actually use Perfect Break right now. Would that be better than having my L break him? Because then my L can hit him with, per se. And if I break, I automatically get rank S. So that'd be pretty cool.
Break.
Precise strike.
That was not as much damage as I was hoping for.
Is flowing.
He's no longer stunned, but at least he pretty much skipped a turn there. Do I need to just light him on fire again? Probably. Someone needs to light him on fire.
Feel the burn.
It's better if Lune does it, I guess.
From fire.
I'll do it. A storm is coming.
If I thermal transfer, the next turn I could Typhoon. Or I could shoot him. I think I got a thermal transfer.
Take down the shields.
This will get us a lot of AP back, but we don't do damage right now. The one thing I don't like about Versailles is that you can't activate the lower ranks when you're at a higher rank. Is that intended, or am I missing something? Like, it's kind of annoying that I can't activate the lower rank stuff. It's almost like you get punished for being a higher rank, which I get that you also do more damage for being a higher rank, so maybe that makes up for it, but like some of the ones that give you AP back, I would much rather have the AP back than the extra damage, probably. Anyways.
Watch out.
Oh my... I cannot get these attacks. Ah. This is bad. Because Verso doesn't have a turn. I really don't want to res my L with Lune, but I think I have to.
I won't disappoint.
Okay. He is still on fire. That didn't kill? Okay, the fire killed. Oh my, what a fight. Yeah, that gets really annoying, especially if you don't realize that the crystals are charging up. I guess if you know that it's a thing, you can kind of like do some preventative measures earlier on in the fight. But once it gets to red, like you even saw when I brought it back down to green, it just automatically went back to red, which is kind of stupid. Energizing Revive, +3 AP to allies when revived. Take 50% less damage, but can't be healed. Oh, we just got a leveled up confident. That was a fight. We also learned defensive mode. I don't think we need that one, right? Who had that one on? I think the worst part about the mechanic was that it wasn't clear that you weren't going to do damage once he charged up. And the fact that he just went straight from green to red again. I think those were the two bad parts about it. Him generating shields was annoying, but not like a terrible mechanic. Oh, I also had this, which wasn't helping me, because I was mastering defensive mode, so Verso just kept losing AP whenever he got hit. Now, again, another Picto that's worded so vaguely. It says +3 AP to all allies when revived. Nowhere does this say that Verso has to res someone. It just says they have to become the state of quote-unquote revived, and then they get +3 AP. Is that actually how it works, or does Verso have to be the one to revive them if I put it on him? Like, I wish it was a little bit more clear on that. Because, like, you have some where it's, like, the healing tint, like, is it this one? Healing tints also give +1 AP. I assume that's only if he uses a healing tint and not if just anyone uses a healing tint. So I can't tell, because this one doesn't say anything about using a reviving tint. It just says if an ally is revived. It doesn't say who's doing the reviving or anything. But can't be healed. I think the fact that he starts at 50% HP probably makes that not usable. He is kind of slow, though. We need to get him some speed. He's not taking enough turns for me. Yeah, I mean, that would be good, but as you can see, I'm not very good at parrying, so I don't think we can do that. He might just be like my shots guy, so this might be pretty good. I guess I might as well just keep mastering some Pictos right now, though. Because I got a lot of Pictos that I've not mastered yet. When healing an ally. I mean, this could be nice because he's also like my used tints. But does revival tints count as healing an ally or not? Again, that would be good information to know. Healing tints also give 1 AP. Mark targets deal less damage. I mean, that would maybe be cool for him, but Oh, this gives speed and health. That would be nice. Yeah, take that one. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw, but we just randomly went over to the beach where Dead Energy 1 was. So we just have a random level 15 Picto. Alright, let's read this journal.
Constantine, theoretically of the 54th. We're born into a social contract, the terms of which are preset. We can neither negotiate nor decline. Our very first breath, that first wail as an infant, was deemed our consent. Before we can speak, before we even understand what it is that we're born into, we're bound. Lumiere operates a certain way. It favours a certain group and a certain outcome. And if you question the council, well, the council is going to question you. Push too hard to change things, and you just might end up on the next expedition.
So they were forcing people on the
nothing
expedition
ever
early
changes.
on?
They just send us out to die, dissent us, and the status quo continues. At least out here, I don't have to pretend anymore. I don't bear the others any ill will. They have good intentions. But I'm not here for the painters. I'm here to build a new Lumiere.
I guess that's interesting, because like we were talking about earlier, the earlier the expeditions, the less likely it is that you're sending people who are gonna die soon anyways. Like 54 is even to the point where you're probably sending people who aren't a year away from death. It's not until you get to like 40 where, or maybe even like 50, where maybe you're probably not sending a whole group of 50-year-olds, right? Like maybe at 40 you're sending a whole group of 40-year-olds, but so yeah, just anyone. But I wonder what they were actually doing that he wanted to change. He wasn't very specific about that. What do you mean? His message literally said that if you disagree with the council, they send you on the next expedition to die. Which sounds like you're being forced to go on the expedition. Which would imply that they're also, like, what I'm saying is once you get to 40, the people who are naturally going on the expedition are the 40-year-olds. But before that, the people who are going are younger, which means that sometimes you're not going to have a full group of expeditioners, so you might have to force people to go. And that guy was literally saying, like, these are the circumstances that might get you forced to go. What? How did we come back here? Or is this a different spot? Where are we? Wait, what just happened? How did I end up here? Does this cave not go to the other side of this? Did I miss something, or...
Acceleration.
We're gonna run through this area one more time, because... What? I guess we'll also rest real quick. What was that? I think it was just water. I really thought that this would put me out somewhere else. Not in the same spot. I guess, okay, so... Then I still don't know how to get over here, but there's other options, right? There could be something anywhere along here that gets us in here. For all I know, we can teleport over here, like, who knows? So I guess that's gonna do it for this one. What was I gonna do? Oh, I never did make it to this island. I want to go to this island. Seems like there's something here. We're slowly, like, uncovering as we get closer to the next objective. But there's quite a few things to, like, look at. This seems like it might be blocked off with coral. So next time we'll probably, like, go up here, see what this is, go to this gestural beach, go here, and then we'll see where we're at. But we might be making our way to the next objective. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Okay, I'm going to fill up my water, go to the bathroom, and then we'll continue with some more. So give me just 1 second.